Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Tonight we're doing a simple side dish. It's going to take a while to cook, but they're going to be really good. So it is called baked potatoes au gratin. Here's what we need. It serves 4 because it does 4 potatoes, so I suggest serving it with either salads or other veggies or some meat on the side. But this is what we need. They're going to cook in the oven for an hour, and then we have to scoop out the middle, mix it all up with some goodies, and then just put back in the oven or under the grill just to brown everything off. So come on in and I'll show you what we need. Okay, so first up I've popped my oven onto 200. I have got 4 medium-sized potatoes. Good thing about these ones is probably only just need to give them a quick wash. Hopefully that's all that needs to be done to them. I've got a nice round tray which I've sprayed. We also need to go in the filling 50 grams of butter. That's under my little butter dish there. 50 grams of chopped ham. I'm going to chop that up. That's 100 grams. I'm going to put a little bit of extra ham in with it. 1 tablespoon of chopped chives. They're starting to go yuck, which I don't like. I don't like chives when they go yuck. Some salt. I missed that one. Freshly ground black pepper, 100 grams of grated cheddar cheese. That's just grated cheese. I buy it like that and put it in the freezer. Then I can get it out as I need it. And a few sprigs of parsley for the top, which I don't think I've got in the freezer, so I'm not going to worry about those, but you can. I am serving this up with the delicious Moroccan lamb sausages that I get from my butcher. I haven't had those for a long time. So my dinner tonight is just going to basically be 2 potatoes, some veggies, and a sausage. But it's going to take me a while to cook it, so I'm starving, but I haven't technically had my lunch, so that's fine. I can have lunch while it's cooking. All right, so first up, preheat your oven to 200. We did say that, but I'm just reassuring you that's what we're going to do. Quickly wash your potatoes, and you just got to prick the skins. So to do that, a knife or a fork, whatever you can stab with. And we're going to pop them in the oven for about an hour. And basically all that is going to do is just make sure that they're cooked. So let's go. Now, I didn't ask for any specific type of potato, so I didn't get the dirty potatoes, which is good. So they're basically just ready to go. I'm just going to pat them dry with the paper towel and pop them straight on there. So they've finished having their bath. Don't really want them to be wet when they go in the oven. Doesn't really matter that much. Now, a tip that I've just read in my recipe, if you sprinkle a layer of coarse salt between the potatoes and the baking tray, it will prevent the potato skins from burning. So, personally, I don't mind if the skin's a little bit crunchy, but if you don't want crunchy skin, there's a tip for you. And if you do give that a try and it works, please let me know in the comments section, because I always say you can learn something new every day. I'm always open for suggestions. All right, grab a stabbing implement and just stab them. Just a few stabs here and there, and not your fingers. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the timer for half an hour, because I'm cooking sausages as well. Normally I'll cook the sausages on the grill thing. You may have seen me use that in a previous episode. However, I'm not getting that out just to cook 2 sausages when I have the oven on. So these are going to go in, and then we're going to get the rest of the ingredients ready. So be back soon. Chives are a funny thing. I brought these a few days ago, and they're already starting to die. They've been kept in the bottom of the fridge. So my new theory is the day you buy chives, chop them up and put them in the freezer. And then that way just get them out to defrost before you use them. For those of you that don't know how to chop chives, they're really easy. I suggest you use a pair of kitchen scissors. Chop them straight into something. So just grab your scissors. When I say kitchen scissors, I don't mean scissors that you use in the kitchen. They're actually something that you normally would have on your knife block. These ones are very rarely used. So they're going to be nice and sharp, which is good for me. So I'm just basically going to chop them all up now. You can chop them straight into a bag or into a bowl, but if you chop them into a bowl, you're double handling. Chop them up as fine as you want or as big as you want, it doesn't really matter. I want to try and grow chives because that way then I can just go and grab what I need. I like chives as a garnish. Alright, so that's basically how you chop them. Put a date on them and pop them in the freezer, and then next time you need chives, you've got them ready. Okay, so they've had an hour. I've got them off the hot tray because I actually need them to cool, because if you've ever touched a hot potato, you know they get really, really hot. So what we need to do is we're basically just going to cut the top, and then we just need to sort of cut a hole in the top, and then we're just going to scoop out the flesh and leave a shell. I'm just going to show you with one, and then I'll be back when I've done them. See how hot it is? Hot potato. Alright. So best thing to do is to grab a big spoon. And you don't want to go too far in because you do need to leave a little bit of a shell, otherwise it's just going to crumble. I'm going to try and cut into it a bit. It sort of is resisting, which to me almost makes me have the impression that it isn't quite cooked. It's done enough though. So if you don't like your potatoes crunchy or firm, give them a little bit longer. But ovens have different variations with their temperatures. Okay. So we're basically going to be left with that. Okay, I'll be back when they're all done. Okay, so I've got all the shells scooped out. This is all the potato. So just grab your masher and mash it. You want to pop the butter in with it as well. Once you get all the butter mixed through, add the chives and the ham. Blend it really well and then season it with the salt and pepper. That's the butter going into it. Nice buttery potato. Alright, I'm going to grab that ham. So I've got a bit more than 50 grams there. If you've got any left over at the end, you can put it on the side of the plate as well. So I'm going to swap over to using the stirring spoon now. Okay, in go the chives. Give that another mix through. And then last of all, we want the salt and pepper. There we go. So we've basically just got a mashed potato here. That's why I say it was important to mash it up good, because we're putting it back in the potatoes. We want it more mashed up. And just some salt. And then we're going to reverse it back in. Now, it says to use your grill, but my grill takes a million years to use, so I'm just going to pop them back in the oven once we've got it all back in with the cheese on top. Okay. So, the potatoes are cool enough to pick up now. That's why I said to get them off the tray as quick as you could, because handling them is painful. Alright, so they should look like that. You've got your ham and everything in that. If you don't like ham, you can change it for something else. Or just add another vegetable if you don't want any meat in there at all. Put peas or capsicum or something in there. So many choices. Right, fill them right up to the top. And keep in mind, of course, we're going to look like we've got more because we have added extra ingredients to the potato. So there's a little bit of mashed potato left, so I'm going to keep that to go on the side. So I'm going to pop these on a new tray because I had a mind blank and actually put that straight into the hot water. Silly me. Alright, we're just going to sprinkle the cheese on top. As I say, under the grill. I don't have a grill, just back in the oven. All we're doing is just warming them through and melting the cheese. And if you don't use all the cheese, don't stress, because you can pop it back in the freezer or in the fridge to use for something else. Alright, I'm going to pop those in the oven for 10 and I'll see you soon. So there we have it. Potatoes are done. Cheese is all bubbly and melted. This has been Cooking with Violet Vixen. Baked potatoes au gratin. I really hope you enjoy this one, and I'll catch you soon.